This is my 15 by 15 heat press. So currently my heat press sits on my workstation when I need it, and I just throw it up here when I need it, which I don't use it too often, and it's not too crazy to take it off. And this is actually a not too bad height for it, but the problem is when I'm here, my handle hits the ceiling. You can see all the blue marks from that, and this works. It works. Not gonna lie, it works, and it works well, but it can always be better. Also, there's a bit of a problem that I'm a little nitpicky about, but it has to do with a large garment shirt. You'll see on this edge, kind of just flows and falls down, but on this side, since we're on the tabletop, it kind of hits the table. And for this type of shirt, it's not too bad, but for sometimes like a hoodie or something, it kind of get in the way being on the table. So my idea is to build a stand for it. It is gonna need to be sturdy because this thing is heavy, and when it opens up, it's very aggressive, so it could potentially knock itself over. So we'll have to find a way to mount it down. We could technically just zip tie it down. That should work just fine, to be honest. But it would be nice to have it a little lower so it doesn't touch the ceiling, and also to have that opening on the side so that when you put garments down, they fall straight down. That'd be really nice. So let's get designing, but let's not do it in the attic because it is hotter than hell up here. Fuck, it's hot. Okay, just a quick doodle right there. That's what it's gonna look like three-dimensionally. Very simple build. So the top and the bottom are gonna be the same length and width, and altogether this thing is gonna be 32.5 inches tall, because that's gonna get me right under 35. So we should just barely touch the ceiling, if at all. We might have like a little gap, which is perfect. I don't want it too low because, like I said, I kind of like the height where that is. So going down 3 inches is more than enough. Only problem is stability, because that thing's heavy. So it's going to want to go forward and back. And I'm thinking about just building some cross legs, like some come out here, just some triangles for support. So I'll just come out from the side. I've never drawn while taking a picture before. That's kind of weird. Maybe square up like there. So just come out of the sides for support from front to back. But then that's just gonna mean I technically only have to put it in the back, because, well, if I push it forward when I'm pressing, so the press is gonna be here. Just imagine this is the heat press. When I'm pressing it downward this way, it's gonna want to tip the machine over to this direction, and when this thing goes up real quick, it's going to want to tip the machine over to this direction. So technically you would need another brace on this side so it's stable both ways, from tipping backwards and tipping forwards. But this is plywood underneath here, and I think we're just gonna take some screws and just lag it down to the ground, because I don't want a little tripping hazard up front. Or better yet, we could just put one in the back, because it's going to sit right there. But I think we're going to lag it to the ground. I think lagging it is the path of least resistance. So I got everything marked up of all the cuts I need. Very simple. I always like to do this so I have an idea of what I need to cut, so I don't have to measure, cut. So I just get it all done at once. So 32.5 times 4. So we need 4 of those. So those 4 legs. 19.5. That's the top. And actually, this is X4. I don't know why I put 2. I need 4 of those, because there's the top and bottom that are the same. Up here, 19.5. And then I need actually 4 of these too. 7 1/4. So that's the inside beam. Even though we need 10 1/4, we're subtracting 3 inches because the width is 1.5 on this side and 1.5 on this side for the width. So you add that together, you get 3 inches. Then you subtract that from what you need for the width, and then you get 7 1/4. So that way when you tie them all together, they're going to be exactly 19.5 by 10 1/4. But yeah, that's the plans. We're going to go outside. We're going to get cutting. All right, we got this bad boy up in here. Sorry for the noise. AC and the fans are on. It's pretty hot up here now. Now, the question is, I think we should move the things down over here. We don't really need this space. We can just basically bunch all this stuff up. Look how much space we have there. Only problem is the lights were kind of set for that spot, but whatever. It is what it is. So we're gonna move this table over and do a test fit. Okay, look at that. Dead on. Very low. Man, I think this is where it's gonna sit. I think this gap is good enough. And the best part is now it doesn't hit the ceiling. We got about almost 4 inches clearance, about 3.5. It's good. So, issues. There is no movement front to back like I originally thought. I should have known better than that, because all the movement is side to side now. So this thing is tippy on side to side. Our original idea to lag it to the ground is probably not gonna work. Probably not gonna work at all. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna do the little triangle frames at the edges here. And we're not gonna lag it down. Just real quick though, this height is like perfect. It is perfect for printing. Oh my God. It could be a little bit higher, honestly, maybe. But you see how you have that? Now you don't have anything touching the table. That's why it's so slim. Honestly, this is fine. It's a little wonky. Let's just throw something. So this is what I get afraid of, this thing as it kicks up. But it's pretty good. It's pretty damn good. I'm very, very happy with it. I just wish I painted it black, but maybe one day. As you can see here, I'm very, okay, it works. Let's go to the next project kind of guy. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with it so far. So I went ahead and just cut these things up. I'm gonna place it on each corner, see if that's enough to keep it stable. So we got it on, and it's pretty stable. I'm not gonna lie, once we put the weight on, I want to see how it feels. I just like how it's, you know, if we went wider, it would be more stable, but I like it to be a little tighter, a little bit cleaner. You know, this more, you know, form over function. But overall, I'm very happy with it. So now we got to figure out how we're gonna mount this thing down. I'm thinking I'm just gonna zip tie this bad boy. So we got it strapped down. We used some paracord, and we just attached each paracord with some zip ties. Just put loops on each end. So if we need to take it apart, all we have to do is put new zip ties, which is chill. Everybody gotta have zip ties, but it looks good. It's feels good. You know, it's still a little wonky, you know, but super happy. This thing is not gonna move anymore. It's out enough in the way where I'm not gonna run into this thing on accident, so I still have a pretty good walkway here. Yeah, I feel good. I feel very happy about it. Love it. All right, we just went ahead and extended the light a little bit. So now we get some pretty good lighting here now. If we had another light right here, actually technically we could have light here, but I kept hitting my head on it, so we're not doing that anymore. And thank you for watching this video. This was a little fun thing. Now I don't have to lift this heat press up anymore, and it's pretty secure. And if I want to move it, I can move it. If I want to take it off, make some changes to it, I can. Stuff, just take off the zip ties, cut them off, and put new ones on. Very secure too. A little on the wobbly side, but it's more than good enough. I've done over 5,000 presses on this thing already, and this is probably one of the most sturdier ones I've ever had. Pretty excited to use this thing.